Tip Chicks.
Boom.
Hello.
Boom, boom, baby, boom.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Finding Your Music Mojo. I'm TC from TKR Video Central. And this one over here.
Right here.
That's
Hi,
you. Yep.
I'm Dawn from Two Hip Chicks. Welcome, everybody. And then this one down here
is Katie from Vintage and Vinyl.
And Katie is joining us, as she always does, for our discussions about Record Store Day. And this one is for Black Friday coming up on, that's November 29th this year, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
I think
Take
you
a
got
look.
that
Yeah,
right.
no, November 28th. 29th is the Small Business Saturday. I got confused because Jim was talking about that. So how have you both been?
peachy keen.
Very
Rockin' and
well.
roll.
Busy.
Rock-
It seems like October has a lot happening, which is always exciting.
And we're in three completely diverse areas in the country. I'm in the Boston area. Dawn's up in Western Michigan. Katie down in Jacksonville. So we're all over, have all different way of looking at the different stuff going on. So Katie, for you, because I know Dawn hasn't seen it yet. What did you think? The new list, everybody was waiting for the new list. And then everybody was like, ah.
Ew. Okay. Boy, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to this list now. Yeah, go ahead.
I totally agree with that. I think that the list has been really good this year so far. So I was really excited for Black Friday. And then when it came out, I was really bummed. I got to say, there's so many zoetropes, live albums, 7 inches, things that I just don't think people are asking for. There's nothing really, I mean, there's a couple of titles, don't get me wrong, that are exciting and fans will definitely love. But I think there's just so much kind of tat on there, in my opinion, that just people probably aren't wanting and clamoring for. And we need to get back to the root of Record Store Day, in my opinion, of getting the things that are harder to find, more rare, that just people really are excited about. Because I know we all have pressings that probably we're just dying to finally have on vinyl, and Record Store Day would be great for it.
Yeah.
That is true. That is so true. True.
Let's
I
say
agree.
hi to Rachel out there lurking.
Hey,
Thank you
Rachel.
for coming by, Rachel. Patrick is
Rachel.
here.
Patrick.
My
2 months.
So we've got the
Really?
list ready to look at. Unfortunately, I do not have prices this time. Let me move us all over here to this one.
There you go. I like that. That's
I
good.
like this layout.
Katie, what's the first thing that you're looking for?
So I am looking for the Charlie patent. I got the first one. I don't remember if this came out last Black Friday or this Record Store Day, but this is now the volume 2 of some of his Delta Blues stuff, and it's a very great track of rare recordings. So I'm super excited about this, and it's going to be
right. Am I on the right one?
I don't think so. No, it's Charlie Patton.
Oh, yeah. Who knew there'd be a Charlie Hatton as well?
There it is.
There she goes.
Yep, that's the
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And this is exclusive 1500, Katie. So that's going to be challenging. Probably.
Jeez.
Yep, selections from Paramount Recordings Volume 2. I don't know ORG. I don't know that label, so I'm not. I don't have anything, so I don't know what that's going
I
to sound
think
like.
the first one was on ORG, and I was pleased with the quality, so I can say that I'm looking forward to the
Good.
second one. I think our store only got two, so and I was one of the ones to get, which is good. Well, there was a lot of people there for Taylor Swift, so all the Taylor Swift people cleared out, and then I was there pretty early in the line, so I was lucky enough to get it. But I think it's going to be really difficult.
Yeah. Should we take
Yeah.
bets on when Taylor's going to announce she's going to release an exclusive single on Record Store Day, like 4 days ahead of time or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
like she always does?
Hmm.
Like, oh.
Yeah. Good timing. Yikes.
Yeah. What
That
else
looks
are you
like
looking for, Katie?
So the other one that I must have, these are my like diehards. I'm gonna get up
Mhm.
and try to get these. Is surprisingly the Rent soundtrack. I love
Ah,
theater kid here. They've never released it on vinyl. I gotta have this. And it's from the movie soundtrack, I believe, which I really enjoyed. I've
yep.
seen it on Broadway.
That's a
But
good
I
one.
love this.
4,500. That's not
Yeah, that'll
bad.
be much easier to grab. And that's one of the ones that I would grab if I have any money because I'm a big fan of the. I've seen the show 4 times. I've seen the
Yeah.
movie countless times. So
Yeah.
it's like, it's my favorite Broadway show. So I love it. And this is a great recording. I have the CDs of it and have since it came out. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet the CD.
Yeah. For sure. That would be one I would get if I had like your TC. If I had any money. Yeah, I'd be all over it.
um, let me see. I was trying to think of what else that was on my if I had the money list because I have to be honest. There's nothing that's really absolute must have for the first time in a while on the list. I think the only thing that I'd really, if I had the money, I wouldn't say no to having the Prince singles collection from around the world
Oh.
today.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, that would be good.
Legacy's putting it out. It's exclusive. There's 1,985 copies because that's the year it came out, and it's got the singles for Raspberry Beret and Paisley Park and Pop Life America and the Tears in Your Eyes. And I'm like, but it is very pricey for a singles collection. It's coming in, I think, at $110.
Whoa.
So it's
Wow.
Seriously?
it's basically
Holy
like
cat.
$18 a single. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
You know,
and
Wow.
I did see the price of Rent, and I want to say it was coming in around 30 something dollars. So a lot of people were saying that was super surprising and
That's
good.
reasonable. Yeah.
yeah,
Reasonable, and
it's,
I'm happy
it's
to
a
pay
two
that.
record set too, so that's definitely a good price for that.
Yeah,
Yeah. For sure.
but for the
Um.
singles, holy moly.
Yeah, and the other ones that I was interested in, for the most part, are the 7 inches too. There is the Olivia Newton-John Xanadu live single, but
Huh.
it's an RSD first, so
Okay. So they'll be out. Yeah. It'll
Yeah.
be coming out
very
like.
likely will be out later.
Is this a special variant of some kind?
It's a live recording
Live recording. Gotcha.
Hmm. Okay.
That's
That's
very
interesting.
cool.
and a new remix on the second side, so that should be fun. And I that Xanadu is one of my guilty pleasures. I love the music. The movie is okay.
I'm there. Me too. Me too. Me
But
too.
you can't beat the music, though, honestly.
No. No, you cannot beat the. I agree 100%.
The music, the soundtrack. It's one of those things where the soundtrack is awesome and the movie is like, okay, shh, don't tell me.
So I see an Alice Cooper on the list. Isn't Kim into Alice Cooper?
She is. I don't know if she's into the live. She's not really a big live fan.
It's not live. Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, because it's a live album from
but
'75. I
this
think.
one I probably will pick up for her if I can because it would make a great birthday or Christmas present. And her
Oh,
birthday is the day
great.
after Record Store Day. So, but yeah, she would probably love this. I did get her a couple Alice Cooper and Aerosmith over the past few years that she's enjoyed. So hopefully, um, and the Eric Carr. This is one of those things, Katie, you were mentioning. There's a lot of gimmick stuff in this
Yeah.
year's. and these new liquid-filled vinyl albums,
Yes.
I just think are
Why?
ridiculous. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
These they're very cool to look at, but number
yeah.
one, the liquid has got to be a dampener that would cut the sound in
Mhm.
half. And I mean, I've seen it. I know Real Gone Records does some of these every now and then, but I'm like, why would you want something like that? It just doesn't appeal to me. I guess there are people that want them. I don't know.
I think there's an opportunity there to make a video. TC, you buy the liquid record and then you buy a standard vinyl pressing and you compare the audio quality of the two.
Yeah, so my friend has a blood-filled liquid record, and it's super cool to look at. But
It's
when
not
we
real
put it
blood,
on her,
right?
no,
Okay, good. Just checking.
yeah, it's made to look like that. But she puts it on the turntable, and you can hear, at least in my ears, I can hear a
Yeah.
slight kind of sloshing,
Yeah.
dampening sound, like you mentioned. And if you're going to listen to something for fun and to have something as a collector record, cool. But if you're a real audiophile or you like records to the extent that we do, we're collecting it for the music, not so much the gimmick that the album itself brings. So if you
Yeah.
want to do that, maybe release two different variants or just do a cool color. But for most of us that want the music, or especially if they're bonus tracks, I don't know exactly what was on that one, but you'd think that they wouldn't do this kind of stuff, because and it sits in the and it doesn't sell in the record store, anyway.
Yeah. Well, that one came out last year on Record Store Day on regular black, and then also on a swirl, I think. And
Okay,
then
so
now
then why?
MCD, and now they've just done this liquid thing. So I'm like, why are you did this one year and now you're doing liquid?
And you
Really?
had two different variants of it last year, so why do we need another one? Focus the
Exactly.
energy of the pressing plants, which are already jammed as they are,
Yeah.
into other things that people actually want. In my opinion, I'm not saying there aren't people that don't love all the novelty records, and they are cool, but there's just a time and a place for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree with
I mean,
that.
those just seem crazy to me. I mean, because I don't know, just
Also, what about the bluey zoetrope?
Oh
yeah.
Lord. Can
Louis
they
turned
stop
out
doing
to be
Bluey?
well,
Please.
no, Don, it sold out last year. It was
Really?
one of the biggest sellers, and it was just nuts. And now they've done a zoetrope. John, do you know what that is? The zoetrope?
Yeah, it when it spins,
Okay,
the image moves. It's like an animation illusion,
right.
I guess is what I call it.
Not trying to talk down to you. I just wanted to make sure you knew because I had to
Yeah, what
explain
are
it
you
to a
saying,
couple of
dude? I
people.
know what it is.
I'm surprised. Well, who's the demographic? Is it parents buying it for their kids, or is it just adults that also love it because they remember Blue's Clues as a kid?
Yeah, pre, Professor Steve Carlson out there, the
Out there,
mayor
yeah.
of the vinyl community, he bought this last year for his grandson, and
Okay.
he's going to buy this one probably, even though he doesn't really want it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we'll see. I mean, it is exclusive. It's 4,500 copies. It's got two albums, so that's something. The interesting thing about Record Store Day, though, is sometimes they do have stuff out that'll blow your mind when it sells. The Randy Savage album that came out last year, Record Store Day, Black Friday.
Hmm.
I thought that would sit and sit and sit, and it
Yeah.
sold out in one day. And I'm like, because I was going to get it if I could, but it wasn't just to have it because we've got a ton of other wrestling stuff, oriented stuff. And even though I have heard it, I know how terrible it is, and it is terrible. Um, I was so interested. I was so stunned that it sold out so well, and I'm equally stunned that they didn't this year try to do the Hulk Hogan album that came out in the '90s because of his recent passing.
So
I
it's
bet
quite
we'll see it
obvious.
in April.
It's obvious, TC, that other people had not heard it before they bought it. That's
Right.
what
And
I'm
then
thinking.
they thought the
Don't be
novelty
too
of
sure.
And now they're sorry. You might find a bunch of them on eBay. You don't know. You might go look.
Oh, yeah, I haven't checked.
Discogs. There's like 15,000 of them. Yeah. Oh, Rachel said Thievery Corporation is one. That one looks interesting.
Oh,
Thievery
yes. I
Corporation.
think a lot of people are interested in that. I've been listening to some record videos across the VC, and it seems like that's on a lot of people's lists.
Ah. I'm not
I am
familiar with them.
unfamiliar with this group.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
not
have to do
either.
some checking.
But I will have to listen to some music.
3,000. That's cool. And
So,
also,
is that Widget or Trevor that's saying they want this album done?
Widget wants it. Widget is an album freak, so Widget loves her, diverse album tracks that the obscure album tracks. That's Widget all over. She loves that stuff for sure. I noticed that there's a Phil Collins 12ers. It says, which looks interesting. Well, that might be something that'd be fun to pick up because we like Phil Collins for sure. It's
this has got. There's the track listing. It's got "Take Me Home," Sussudio, "Who Said I Would," "Only You and I Know," "Don't Lose My Number," and "One More Night." So all of his big '80s hits.
That's a good soundtrack. Soundtrack. What am I saying?
It was a great album. Yeah, and this would be. I thought it'd be because especially if you like extended mixes of songs that you enjoy, this would be a good one to pick up. And I just tripped over that. So I guess I should have looked at this list earlier.
Now, see, that's cool. I love the extended, never before heard tracks. I love all the stuff from the vaults. That's the kind of stuff I think that records where they should do more of. So that's just my opinion. But this
I'm
sounds.
gonna see what I can find here as far as. Let's see if they have anything listed. Nope, they've still got the regular record store day. I wasn't able to get any prices. That's one thing that stopped me. I think it was regular record store day 2024. They had a collection of the Sheena Easton 12-inch singles out, and it was a 2-record set, and they wanted $55 for it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm like, I can't afford. I mean, 55 is 3 discs, not 2 to me. So.
Well, I'm also interested in the Billy Joel live album, and I saw someone mention in a video that it might be $65, and I'm like, no way. That's crazy.
Hey, man.
I don't remember what they said. Professor Carlson and Jim Gleason were talking about it on Two Guys Talking About Records a couple of weeks ago, and I do think that the Billy Joel was rather high. If I remember right.
Oh, hey, yeah. I see one here for you, TC. The Very Best of Delight. I know how much you love them.
Okay, we'll just take Dawn out of the equation.
Yep, I deserve that one. I deserve that.
Yes. Yes, I'm not a big fan of Delight. Katie, this is 1,500, so this is going to be expensive and hard to find.
Yep. So that one I may not pick up. that may be something. I mean, I have a whole slew of Billy Joel. I probably have every record he ever did. So I mean, if I don't get the live album, I won't be too upset. But it would be cool to have if the price was right.
1,500, you might have a good shot if you're in line as early as you usually are, depending on your store. But let's see if it says. Recorded December 29th, 1982, so back when he was absolutely at his prime. This is probably a really good set.
If it's mixed and mastered well, it will be fantastic. And again, my thing with live albums. I say this all the time, but sometimes they're not the best quality. So that's one thing that I'm like, I don't know if I would pay $65 to gamble.
Right, because you never know. It could just be sound like somebody had their Walkman out recording it or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh no! Hey, there's a Fleetwood Mac live. Speaking of live, 1975. It's a double album, and it looks like it's on clear vinyl or white crystally vinyl or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
This was
some good stuff on it.
The first tour after Stevie and Lindsay joined the band. So
so there's like Rihanna's on there and Landslide. Yeah,
those are the only hits. So everybody else is all those album tracks and stuff.
Yeah.
The Bob Dylan looks really interesting too. I think it's the first time that it's being released with all of its tracks. I think the original that had 4 tracks that were, when it was re-released, were missing. are now available
Yeah.
if I get it this record
good.
store day, which is cool. Because I think the original that has the 4 tracks sells something crazy like $25,000 or some just
It
crazy.
wouldn't surprise me. 13,000, so that's going to be a pretty easy grab if you're into it.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That is
Although
a
15,000, there were 15,000 of the Rick Astley a couple years ago, and it was gone in the first couple of hours everywhere. So
you never know with the numbers because I've had records that are
true.
super limited, and then I've been able to find them like everywhere, and I didn't think that I would. And then I've had some that were like massive quantities, and I looked and could not for the life of me get one, which is crazy.
I know. I've been very lucky because the one that I got that I was really happy about was the Jonathan Winters collection. It was 3 albums for, I think it was $70 a few years ago, but there were only 700 copies. And Newberry Comics thankfully was involved with making it, and I managed to snag one. So I was happy with that. Yeah, Michael, I would join you, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Kid
It has never
video.
come out here, never come out
Kid
in the
video.
States that I'm aware of, and I'm not paying $400 for the Israeli one. So it's
Wow.
like,
Dang.
That is just crazy.
it is.
There,
And Patrick's commenting on
Groove is
Delight.
in the Heart. Yes, yes, yes. The song you love so much. BB King. BB King release from, I think it was the live Germany and Sweden. That looks interesting to me. If I were to trip over that, I might buy it. Because I like
BB King is great. You can't go wrong.
Yeah. And I don't have a lot of BB King, so that would be a definite add.
There's quite a good number of jazz releases. I will say this.
Yeah.
This time. And blues and great stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have noticed even the blues and jazz fans don't seem to be excited, and I think it's because most of them already have all the ones that are coming out.
I think
Or
that's
something
probably
similar.
it. Yeah. Because that would be the reason, right? If you already own it and you own a really good pressing of it, why would you go buy, unless it was something special? And that one doesn't look like there's any. I mean, it's just on black vinyl, as far as I can tell.
180 gram with extensive booklet with rare photographs, newly commissioned liner notes, and interviews and testimonials.
That would be
so. That's something, then, yeah.
That is something extra, but a lot of the like the Bill Evans and Miles Davis, just another live album, which is fine. There's obviously
every record store day,
but every record store day, can we get some jazz releases that aren't live? Just a good, solid album.
Oh yeah, they have apparently run out of Dio albums to do picture discs with.
Bummer.
Because they've had one of those the last 3 of these things. I don't.
Bummer.
This one would tempt me also because I have the other box sets. I bought the Eric Burden and War box set. I bought the War box set, and they both are fantastic. This is just like a hits compilation, so they're all on those albums. But it's still one of those that I might, if it's there, I might see and grab at some point.
Yeah.
And it is an exclusive putting it together, so.
I'd also be interested in the Matchbox 20. I know it's a live album, so that's kind of the only thing is I can get a original copy of this album, not live.
Okay.
Probably around $30 with a cool color variant. So I may go for that, but I am very interested in this exclusive release.
I think this one's going for in the mid 30s somewhere, so that shouldn't be a problem price wise. 3,500 copies and
that's not bad.
Recorded at various places. So
yeah, that's not too bad.
Where's Clarkston, Michigan, Don?
Where is Clarkston, Michigan? I have no idea. I have to look it up. Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because they got several of these numbers were recorded at Clarkston, Michigan, so I bet that was a college show or something.
Possibly,
yeah. That's very cool.
Hey, there's a picture disc of Rat. Oh my gosh. It's got 3 songs on it. Track list, 3 songs. Dangerous but worth the risk. what you give is what you get, and closer to my heart. Yes, it's Rat, kids. That's
Wow.
amazing.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Rat's classic second album with a picture disc EP featuring just 3 of those tracks.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
You know,
Like,
who's
have the whole album on there.
that's the thing I noticed too about a lot of the albums I was going through. Is some of the live albums even didn't have the full live concert or the whole album itself. They were just doing bits and pieces of it. And I just can't justify, you know, with the price point of some of these records, not getting all of everything.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's like, oh, come on.
I also was looking at the Aha, and
Oh, yeah.
that
Another act that has
another
something
kind
every
of
single record store.
gimmicky. To me, this is gimmicky. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I mean, it is sort of cool, the version of that song going throughout its life, but it's
Oh, wow.
just a bunch
Like,
of different takes of the same song.
it's a bunch
Yeah.
of takes of takes on me. Take on me. I love that. Yeah.
Well, I did buy the Donna Summer State of Independence a couple years ago because I love that song. And I was appalled that it was $30 for what is basically a 12-inch single. But
Yeah,
it was like, okay. But it did have 8 different mixes, so that's something. But
I feel like if you're getting that, you should also be getting something else cool with it. That's
Yeah.
just
yeah,
for that price is just my complaint.
So there's Seals and Crofts' greatest hits. It doesn't look like it's anything special. It's just a, let's see. It's got, their greatest hits. Every time I find this album out in the wild, right, an original pressing of it, it is in terrible shape. I think it got played to death by everybody. But that I might pick up if,
A good clean copy.
a good clean copy, yeah. And it's
It
got
is
2 bonus tracks. So
2 bonus tracks on milky clear vinyl. Well,
it's
wait a
milky
minute.
clear. They're just not
Wait.
showing it.
Milky clear
Milky Clear.
vinyl.
That was if you don't remember, Milky Clear was a jazz musician back in the 30s. I don't know what the heck that is.
Milky clear. That doesn't even make sense. It's either milky or it's clear.
Clear. Is it going to be clear with like
It's
smoke?
skim milk. It's skim milk is what it is.
That's what they should call the vinyl.
Skim milk.
Man.
I'm sorry. I'm not going for the color of the vinyl. I'm doing it for a good clean copy. So yeah, that would be one I would pick up. I might.
Yeah,
I
I think it's a bonus if the color variant's cool, but for me, it's really just having the good music.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm the same way, Katie. I don't really care about colors. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool, but
Right.
if you cool colored one, but the music, I'm in it for the music, not the cool weird stuff that some people collect and some people don't.
I
guess
was
I
standing
prefer black.
outside of Record Store Day the one in April, and there was something I couldn't get at my store, so I went to another store, and there was a girl standing in front of me that was there for, I can't remember, I think it was Taylor Swift or Charlie XCX, one of the two, or maybe both. And she's like, I don't even have a record player. I just have to have this because I'm such a Swiftie. And I was like, what?
Buy a poster, honey. Buy a poster.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, why are you here? I mean, I'm not gatekeeping, obviously, Record Store Day. I think anyone that wants to come should enjoy it. And, all that's great. But I was just,
probably helps.
Perplexing to me. I was like, So there are people that obviously just want the pretty thing.
Right.
Have versus actually listen to.
It does occur to me that we may not have Taylor Swift or Charlie XCX on this year's list, but there are a couple that could cause problems with the line. There's Benson Boone, who is really hot right now.
Okay.
6,000 copies of this EP from 2023. So this was before he hit it big with Beautiful Things last year. And then there is also another one on here. I think she's under her last name, from Chapel Roan.
Oh yeah, people are.
Who is also really hot, and it's a single. It's a 7-inch, 30,000 copies, and exclusive. So that'll be around for a while.
Yeah,
because people, even the fanatics, don't like the 7 inches anymore. And when they're priced at like, this is probably going to be $9-10, I can understand that. I mean, what do I buy 45s from you, Don? When I was buying them, like $5 for 25, 30, something
Something
like
like
that.
that. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, I understand that for sure. But
And Billie Eilish, I think too, has a release that's
Yeah,
going to have people just going
yeah,
nuts.
that's right. She does. Let's see. She
I,
is. Oh, this is a 10-inch, which people are going to be thrilled about. There's another gimmick. It's a 10-inch, not a
yeah,
12-inch,
yep.
not 12
and it's
inch. It's an
live.
EP. Yeah.
4 songs. This one retails. I know this for because I remember them saying it. This one retails for $26.99 for 4 tracks on a 10-inch
Wow.
record, and it's an RSD first, so it'll be out again probably in January or February.
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Someone though will love that.
Someone
Um,
will. Just
And
looking
I
at
don't
some.
know any. I'm not a big fan of hers. I don't know everything she does, but I don't know any of these songs, so they can keep them. The Billie Eilish fanatics can go grab them, and I will stay away from them. I won't get in their way.
I'm not a big, I don't know much about Billie Eilish, but my neighbor who's really into vinyl, and then now my roommate, he's big into Benson Boone and Chapel Roan, so that gets played actually quite a bit. And I never would have thought that I would own a Chapel Roan album, but we do now have Rise and Fall of the Dress Princess in this house, and I have to say it's pretty good. So I
There you
can't,
go.
I've listened to Benson Boone's albums online. I've never purchased them. He is an incredible singer,
yeah, he does.
and
He's got a
I
great
think of all the current. I'm going to look like an old man. Of all the current kids out there these days, the
These
one I
kids.
really like is Conan Gray. I think Conan Gray is awesome. I think he is an amazing writer and performer. Um,
There you go.
let's see. I'm interested if I have the money, I'll probably pick up the America.
Yep.
I've picked up most of the ones they've released. This is an expanded edition, but it is an RSD first, so I'll have another chance to get it if I need to.
I thought of you, TC, when I saw this on the list.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of theirs. I grew up with their music, and this is my favorite album probably by them because it's 1975. It's got Sister Golden Hair. It's got Daisy
Yeah, which is a good
Jane.
one.
Everything. This is not a bad album at all. Everything's good. So
That would be a
again,
good one.
there's that
That would be a good one.
translucent red vinyl.
Yep, you gotta have the color variant.
And that one has the Spanish 45 version of Sister Golden Hair on it as well.
Yeah. See, I dig
That's
stuff like
cool.
that. I
That's
have
cool.
Captain
That's very
Tennille's
cool.
all Spanish Por Amor Viva Ramos, which is Love Will Keep Us Together.
Mm-hmm.
The whole album in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. I have a lot of Spanish
That's
music for
so
somebody who
cool.
doesn't speak it.
Well, maybe
Well,
you could learn the more you listen to it.
Yeah, you'll learn Spanish that way.
I've been listening to Luis Miguel for 35 years and Menudo for 40. I still don't understand anything.
Hasn't done a thing for you, huh? Dang it.
Ah,
And then, of course, we cannot forget to talk about the Wicked
Oh
yes, turntables, the Crosley.
the Crosley turntables.
Yeah, those are amazing. I never thought I'd see that.
aren't they just adorable?
They're darling.
That's the pink one.
I have no problem with Crosley. Okay, they're a decent little cheap turntable to get into music, right? To get into vinyl. That's cool, man.
And the green one.
But
Yeah, I think if Crosley if you understand what they are, they get people into music, and I think that's great. So I don't hate on Crosley for the amount of people that it's brought into the hobby. I think that's fantastic. But if you're looking to actually purchase a turntable for a long time listening, maybe go another route.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
especially since you can upgrade to a decent introductory turntable for between 150 and 250.
Yeah.
So save up a couple extra months and go that way if you can. But
I would definitely say that is true. For sure.
Rachel, you're after my heart.
There you go.
I'm glad
She's
I'm
been
not the
trying
only one.
though. She's been doing the
Yep.
Duolingo, I think. So she's
Yeah,
been
so is
trying.
Kim. So is
Yeah.
Kim.
We need to get together and yak at each other in Spanish. It'll take 5 seconds, but we can do it. That's the way I'm looking at it. We can.
I imagine this is going to be pretty popular. I noticed this is one of the few titles that have some of the vinyl community excited. Van Halen live 95?
Yeah,
95. So that would still
Mhm.
be technically that would be Van Hagar.
Yeah.
But it's got all the big stuff that they're known for doing on there. So
I think that
people
one
do
will
show
be
some interest.
popular.
Yeah, and they've never put out a bad live album from what I've heard. Melinda Murphy is a huge
Mhm.
fan, and she heaps praise on all the live stuff that Van Halen has released. So I'm sure that is going to be popular with her.
It's a big band.
I'm wondering. This is the mystery of this one, of this record store day. Metal
Mm.
Machine Music Power to Consume Volume
Huh.
1. What this is basically other artists doing the Lou Reed album that came out Record Store Day April. That's nothing but noise, like
Interesting.
Okay.
feedback and pounding and stuff. And I was looking at this and going like, what?
How many copies of that is going to be available?
2100.
I
It's
got
an
a feeling that's
exclusive.
going to sit on the shelf.
Yeah,
It's from it's from Legacy Recordings, which means it's going to be good. That's
yeah, they do a good
connected to, yeah. But I mean, exploring the outer edges of distortion, feedback, and raw electronic texture. Lou Reed's album, I remember when it came out, somebody played a snippet of it, and Kim and I were watching it together, and Kim has super sensitive hearing. She almost like went through the ceiling when that came on.
Right.
wow.
It just so yeah, I can't see this selling
Yeah,
unless
I
you're
don't
just a
see that
collector.
being popular, but that might surprise us. It might be one of
Yeah,
those niche things that people go
that's
for.
true.
I saw that there's also a Punk Goes Acoustic in the
Yep.
various
That'd
listing,
be
which is
interesting.
interesting because there's a yellow card I think is on that, and they're from here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would be interesting, I think.
Yeah, that
The
that does.
weird thing about those punk albums is punk goes pop. You get weird acts doing them that aren't really pop and aren't really punk, and I'm like, what? Okay,
Yeah,
they're
what is that?
interesting covers, but yeah,
Yeah, I
and this will
agree.
probably do well. I don't know how you're feeling about this one, Katie, because I know you're more into doo-wop than 60s stuff, but I have to admit this one interests me. Late 60s, 70s, sunshine pop,
Oh, is
flowers
this
in the
the
afternoon.
Sun release or which release is this?
This is from Craft Recordings,
Craft
Hmm.
recording. Okay.
Okay.
and they're super good. But it's got a lot. I mean, I'm not familiar with any of these Sunshine Pop acts except Mimi Farina, and the only reason I know her is I think she's the sister of Sandy Farina, who was in Sergeant Pepper with Peter Frampton. Um,
Oh, okay.
but the rest of these acts I don't know. Like, there's no really well-known act like the Free Design or Mamas and Papas, Spanky and our gang. It's mostly acts that are known for um, the psych style of Sunshine Pop. So
Yeah, I don't
it does.
recognize a
Yeah.
lot of artists on this, but I would be interested to hear it. It's not something I'd probably pick up since I don't know a lot about it, but it could be really cool.
Yeah, I may give that a shot if I have a few extra bucks if it's
I think I've
available because
seen the High Five before, or I've listened to the High Five before, but that's about the only one I recognize on that list.
yeah, and then they do have a new Jazz Dispensary album,
I'm excited for that. That one
Green
is
Bullets. Yep.
oh, yeah. I
And
love
you have
it.
the whole collection of these, don't you? Didn't you?
I
Haven't you
do.
bought most of them? Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Jazz Dispensary stuff. Their I think it was called Nightlife that they did for the April Record Store Day drop was phenomenal. And that's
Cool.
in my regular rotation of stuff I listen to. So I think this will be great. This one's going to be different because I think it's more kind of funk and it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that right there. Bill Summers and Summer's Heat, Feel the Heat. That's featured regularly on my Saturday night disco party show.
Yeah.
So that is definitely not jazz. It has jazz elements, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I also saw that they have a Sun release that might have more 60s stuff, but I didn't get a close look at that one.
what's this world coming to? Garage Rock from the Sound Records vault. Okay.
That looks interesting.
Yes, that's the one.
Curated collection. Huh.
Oh yeah, the Gentrys, the Gestures, Randy, and the Radiants.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah, I might be interested in this too because the Gentrys is Jimmy
Mhm.
Hart, and I have a lot of their stuff too.
Yeah,
So,
they're great. The album
and it's an
cover-
RSD first too. So,
Yeah, and it's a zoetrope, so there you go. You could do so many things with that record.
You could do a lot.
with
There's a Doctor
moving
Who.
graphics.
There's a Doctor Who on this list too. I forgot about.
Yeah, there's been a Doctor Who. Oops, the last couple of lists, last 2 or 3
Mhm.
lists. This one is
David Tennant, I think, is reading or
The
yeah,
Last
there it is.
Voyage.
Yep.
So is this music from Doctor Who, or is it a spoken word album?
These are spoken word with music usually, from what I've been
Yeah.
seeing the last few times.
Think
They
think
did
like
do a
radio
straight
play.
soundtrack a
Okay,
couple years
gotcha.
ago. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
from the BBC radio
Mhm.
show
That ought
archive.
to be really good then.
Yeah. Well,
I
a
was
lot of
thinking-
people
this
love
one
David
says
Tennant.
this one actually says an original audio adventure, so this might be
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be fun.
yeah, this is like one of their exclusives, so this might be written especially for this.
there's also
1200, good luck.
2 LP. Yeah, 1200.
gonna be Doctor Who fans are gonna go crazy for that. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially since it's David Tennant, because he's like their favorite mostly.
Very popular. Yeah, very, very popular. For sure.
The
So,
Devo Christmas record I thought was interesting too. This
Oh,
is one that
picture disc.
Professor Carlson brought up. This is only has the one song, Mary Something to You, with different mixes and stuff, but it is the only Christmas song Devo ever did. And I didn't know
there's
it
only
was
one of them.
that late. 2009 seems late for Devo to me, because by that point, Mothersbaugh was working on Rugrats and other shows for Nickelodeon. So
Yeah.
I don't, it seems very late for Devo, but yeah, the picture disc makes it kind of cool because you
Yeah.
can hang that up when you're around your Christmas tree and see what
Why
people
is-
think.
Why does Santa only have one eye? I don't know.
Yeah, I was
It's Devo.
wondering what the thing about that was.
That's
Uh,
kind of
He's-
terrifying.
that was the picture sleeve that they used with the original single that came out. I believe that's what they said on the other show I was listening to.
He's a Cyclops Santa.
Cyclops Santa. That should have been the name of the song.
And of course, there's your obligatory Doors. There's always
Yeah,
something
there's
by the
always the
Doors.
Doors.
Yeah.
Live in Copenhagen, 5,300 copies exclusive. Break On Through and Hello, I Love You, Light My Fire are the big hits there, plus a lot of their album tracks that are favorites of the fans. So, and it always does well. That's just the crazy thing is they know if you do a Van Halen, if you do a Doors, if you do a Bluey, the people will come out and
They will
buy
come.
them.
They will come.
Yep.
So-
They will
come.
buy that shit. Hey, Pee Wee. Pee Wee's soundtrack is on here too. The Danny Elfman Big Top Pee Wee is on the list too. So, and that's a picture disc.
That's from the second film, right?
Yeah, Big Top Pee Wee was the second one. Pee Wee's Big Adventure was the first one, I believe.
Yeah.
And Back
So,
to the Future, I think, will be a big one with the soundtrack, folks, because that
Mhm.
soundtrack is iconic.
Yeah.
True.
There's the Big Top Pee Wee. Danny Elfman always does well too. So
I like Danny Elfman's stuff. I always have.
Yeah, you can't miss.
Yes, it's definitely a specific sound. You'll know it when you hear it, kind of thing. You know it's an Elfman.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah.
it's an Elfman creation. Yeah. Let's try to see what else we got here. Oh, there's a Grateful Dead, of course.
Always Grateful Dead. It wouldn't be
Always.
Record Store Day without that.
Yep. Billy
oh, this has
Idol.
got bits and pieces from all 3 Back to the Future films on it too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. And where are we at now? Billy Idol?
Yeah, just kind of noticed that one. Of new music and for a new full-length album, new music for over a decade, Dream Into It was released in April of 2025. He collaborated with Avril Lavigne.
Interesting.
It's a
Is
12
that a picture disc as well?
two-sided picture disc. It says. What was that, huh?
And
Yeah.
again, it's
Yeah.
the okay. It's the same song on both sides. It's just one song.
It's yeah, but I think one side is Billy and one side Billy and Avril,
Yeah.
and then said something about the Spencer Ramsey directed music video for the song. Okay, well,
But
it's
but
12
who
incher.
But
is
it's still,
buying
yeah.
this still? That's just my question. I mean, obviously you have Avril fans, and I'm a big fan of Avril, but I wouldn't necessarily go for this. And of course, Billy Idol's great, but
Yeah,
it just seems really niche to me.
Yeah. That niche,
yeah, I agree.
the one that they had that I ended up getting super cheap because they didn't sell a couple years ago was that Christmas song
It's a markdown
from
bin.
Dee Snider of Twisted Sister and Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm, and they put it
Okay.
out on a 12-inch single and tried to get $20 out of it, and on Record Store Day Black Friday, I think 3 years ago, and I picked it up on a sale from Rough Trade for $7.99. So it
That's
didn't
Ah,
sell well at all.
yeah, there's a hole drilled in it. I mean, yeah, okay, I get you.
No, it wasn't a
No
cutout. I would
cutout.
have been
No,
pissed.
wasn't a cutout. Okay.
I also
Um,
think the Talking Heads might be quite interesting too.
that
Yeah.
actually is one of the ones that Carlson brought up because he's a huge Talking Heads fan. And he was looking at it and realized that he could probably get an original for less than it costs to get
Wow.
Yeah.
the
Record store day release. Yeah.
because the reissue because it's running like $38 and he found Discogs the other original was like 35.
Wow.
Brand
So
new.
That is
yeah.
one thing I've noticed is they're repressing a lot of things that there's already existing copies of.
Oh
Granted,
wait,
it's
this is
have
that's
a
what's not
clean
the one.
copy, but I don't know.
This is all original exclusive release, so this is not the one I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. But it's yeah,
You got an Elton
demos and
John,
live.
Elton John and Brandy Carlisle as well. That's a live, I believe.
I did see that one. I love Elton, and I've picked up probably just about every Elton album that's ever come out for Record Store Day, but
Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to add this to the list.
It looks like
that
it's
earlier.
yeah. It could be interesting. I guess I'd have to hear part of it to decide if I really needed it in my collection.
Yeah, that
Well,
was my thing.
At least it's a full album and not just a single.
Yeah, true. True that.
And Brandy Carlisle is awesome.
She is,
so-
and I heard some of the music between the two of them, and I really liked it. But there's other records like The Rent that I would rather put my money
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
than
True.
specifically. So
I agree. I agree with that.
So I think we've pretty much hit the list about as much as we can here. We got. There's got to be, at some point, they've got to realize they're deep sixing their own purpose. I mean, when a lot of the stuff that's coming out they know to grab the Doors, they know to grab Aha, you can grab the Taylor Swift fans, but it does seem, as you pointed out, Katie, there's so much stuff from the CD era that has not come out on vinyl
Yeah.
that they could
Exactly.
use Record Store Day to really boost that.
yeah, I would love to have a whole selection of nothing but 90s era stuff from CDs, great pop punk stuff, things that are
Yeah.
better copies. I just, and there's some of it out there. I've been lucky lately to pick up a few really good pop punk albums. They're releasing them more now on vinyl, but I would still there's so much I'd love that's not out there.
Yeah, I've been pushing a couple for several years now to get being the metal fan that I am and being the fan of the band that I am. I've been trying to get them to do Bad for Good's Refugee on vinyl.
Oh yeah.
And I was hoping they'd do it for the 40th anniversary in 22, but no, it couldn't be bothered. So I don't know if that'll ever happen, but it would be great to have that on vinyl because I love the CD. And I use it all the time on my hair metal show. So,
Yeah. Oh,
it's just
exactly.
great stuff. And a lot of that stuff isn't out on vinyl anymore either. Some of it has been. There was a very limited release. I mean, Def Leppard is, and a few of the big bands are, but some of the smaller ones, there's not much Slaughter you can find on CD on LP. There's Nelson stuff came out in a very limited edition back then, and also in a reissue about 5 years ago. Um, and so a lot of that would sell like crazy too to the metalheads, and it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, there's just so much I think that they could do with the list moving forward. I mean, of course, we need the Billie Eilish and the all of those
Yeah.
things to get people to the record stores because, of course, support your local record stores 100%. But I think that we've got to feed the fans that have been in this from the beginning that want
Yeah,
more, need more,
Mhm.
because it can't just be all the flashy stuff for the new generation of vinyl collectors. That's just my 2 cents.
and
I
a
agree
lot of
with that.
them, a lot of the general stuff, they don't save for record store day. They dump it as Walmart or Target
Yeah.
exclusives with colored
Yeah.
vinyl variants, and they could probably do just as well on record store day with some of the titles. Yeah, it
Yeah.
mystifies me as to why they do
Yeah.
that.
And I think that they could feature a lot more indie bands. I know indie bands are niche, but I think that that would be great because I think indie bands really are the way of the future in so much music. I mean, there's just a lot of really good artists that are out there that aren't getting on vinyl or getting seen, and they could do a small selection of indie artists, and people would show up for that are core fans of that band.
And
Yeah.
the
I
emo
agree with
pop
that.
isn't doing that well either, as far as that goes. I'd buy
Yeah.
Simple Plan on vinyl in a second,
Oh yeah, Simple Plan, I
and
buy. And you know what?
Bowling for Soup.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Simple Plan, their albums, you can get them through their website, but they're shipping from Canada. So I've bought a few, but the shipping is astronomical. And the
Yeah.
other day when there was 2 albums from them that I didn't have and I just was dying to have on vinyl. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna order these. By the time I checked
Ooh.
out, it was well over $100 for 2 vinyls plus shipping from Canada. And if they put that in record store day and did a drop, people would go
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
That's
There's a
Yeah.
couple of Bowling for Soups that I have that are only on CD. The songs no people actually like. They've got the volume 2, I think it is, on vinyl, but they don't have the CD, which has like 1985 on it. And you'd think that
All
would
the
just
big hits.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
In Canada, you're going to be waiting a while because I guess their postal service is on strike again.
Oh
So
yes,
who knows how long it'll take those to come down from Canada for you? That stinks.
yes,
Yeah.
Well,
It's gonna take a while.
another record store day is coming. How is everybody in the chat feeling? We've been seeing some, notes here and there. I hope we've given you guys some direction or some ideas. Katie, what are you up to these days?
Yeah.
Well, I am still doing my jewelry sales. So I sell vintage costume jewelry every Saturday night on my channel, Vintage and Vinyl. And of course, then I do a podcast with my friend. It's just a little bit of everything, life basically, called the Weekly Speakeasy. So I do those 2 things. And that's on the Weekly Speakeasy channel here on YouTube. And we just get kind of silly over there. And then hopefully I'll have some more content coming to my main channel. I've been a little slow on getting videos out, but I do have content filmed. I just need to edit
Yeah,
it.
I would say you're like Dawn. You probably have it in backup. You just haven't got around to editing it yet.
Yep, that's exactly it.
That's it. That's it. You got it.
So hopefully I'll have a video out for Record Store Day this year. And that will always be fun because I'll be in Charlotte this year. So maybe I'll get up to Lunchbox Records, which will be cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I
Dawn, what
can't
do you
wait.
got going besides packing?
Oh, we're packing. We're showing the house. We're doing things like that. We've got. I finally got YouTube to agree to let me put up more music, so we're still doing this Sunday random record plays. So please check that out.
Yeah.
We're also doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. We do Chick Chat. Thursdays is estate sale bingo. We're going to do that as long as we can until we have to move, and then it might have to go on a hiatus for a bit, but we'll get back to it for sure. Other than that, I'm just posting videos as I get them put together, and let me know what you want to see and hear. I'm always open to that, so appreciate it. What are you doing, TC? I know you're busy as well.
I have too much. I do too much. I have
You
long
do.
form shows. I have countdown shows, all of which are
Yes.
being affected by problems I'm having with one
Yes.
with my programs right now. But they are getting up. I've got Daily Obscuria Monday through Friday. We've got Kim's great Halloween music
Those
treat
are
up
fun.
Monday through. That's up 7 days a week through the rest of this month, and Regional Obscuria on Monday and Friday, Radio Retro Flashback Tuesday and Thursday, and of course our weekend set, which includes Friday Night Hair Salon on Friday night, Saturday Night Disco Party on Saturday, and AM 70s on Sunday. And I hope everybody will continue to listen and have fun with those. Katie, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, what a
And
pleasure. I love
Yes.
this.
it's
I love
always love having you on, and it's always great to have a discussion about Record Store Day with you. And I'm sure we'll see you popping up in March or April for next year's as well. Hope maybe sometime before
Oh
that as
yeah.
well.
Yes,
And
hopefully.
also,
Yeah.
if you haven't checked out episode 1 of Permanent Airwaves, Katie and I had a long discussion about her great grandfather, who was a radio pioneer in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. And please go check that out if you haven't seen it. It's on my channel from about 2 months ago. It was a great discussion, and I enjoyed talking with you about that as well.
Well, I was honored to be a part of that, TC. Thanks for including my family in
Very
that.
cool.
Such a cool history. So hope you guys
It
check
is.
that.
Until next time, in 2 more weeks, it will be back on Dawn's channel, probably.
Yep.
Unless, of course, the house is sold, and then we'll have to make other arrangements. But
Stay
if
tuned.
yeah, we will let you know. And otherwise, we will see you in 2 weeks. I'm TC,
And I'm Dawn. That's Katie.
and that's Katie, and we'll
That's
see
Katie.
you
I'm here.
on the next Finding Your Music Mojo.
Bye,
guys.
friends.
Thank you.